Hi everyone, today we're doing a personal reading for a client. I am Margot, your tarot reader. I want to give thanks to all of you for taking your time to watch. If you're interested in consultation or reading or ritual, please email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook Margot, your tarot reader, and I'd be more than happy to help you. As always, prior to the recording, I call into the universe with my client's personal information because their information remains private at all times, whether it's a reading and or a ritual. Please subscribe, like, and share. And if you're watching today, if there's anything that I can do for you or for your loved ones. Now, let's get started and just the universe and the heavens. Okay, so I do feel the anxiety coming over me, and I feel that this energy is for the Gemini. Okay, patience. It's not something that this young person is having at this time. Also, it's obvious that she's having some doubts in reference to her personal life, in reference to her marriage or indoor relationship that she is going through. Okay. Yeah. Her suspicions and her jealousies, it tells me that she feels that they are going on at this time or that is coming in. Sometimes when you know that something is coming, it's very pronounced in the actions of the loved one and or in her spirit, in her room, in the things that are coming in her life. I feel that she's overwhelmed with the parenting, with being a mother. She's overwhelmed with the relationship. She is feeling disappointed that it's not turning out to be what she expected or hoped to be. That by this time that she expected for her life to be in a different cycle, you know, more positive. And it feels that every day it feels that it's drowning in her space and mental space as well. Okay. She doesn't really want to be alone. She doesn't really want to be independent. They're not even sexually active as the way that they used to be in the beginning of the relationship. And because they're not sexually active, tells me that she's afraid that he is doing something else on the other side. Okay. Now, let's see his energy. Let's see his energy. What's going on with you? Yeah, I feel that his love for her has dissipated. It's not as it used to be in the beginning of the dating. These are two people that got together hoping that, you know, love will save everything, love will fix everything. And true enough, the love that they had for each other was not sincere enough, strong enough to keep them together. They're barely holding on. I feel that this gentleman is holding on just because he have to, responsibility, and it's overwhelming him. Sometimes he feels like he wants to escape. Sometimes he feels like he wants to do other things, and he feels trapped in this relationship, trapped in everything that they're doing. He cares for her. Yes, they have this mutual love for each other, but it's not the love that is like, you know, like the spiritual love. Let's say the way that you feel the love for someone else. Okay, the love that keeps going on life after life. Let's put it that way. Soulmate, whatever you want to call it. It's not that type of love that she is in at this time, and definitely not in his space. And so it's more of entrapment, more responsibility, more obligation, more like I'm tired of this. When is this going to change? And do I have to keep doing this? Do I want to keep doing this? So they keep asking both of them the same similar questions in their energy. So it tells me that this is almost like in the tip of the iceberg for now. Okay. Uh, I wonder if his family has asked him, you know, that you can leave and come back home to us, that, you know, you don't have to stay just because you have a child. People do it all the time, you know, in a distance relationship to take care of their child and things like that. Yeah. And so it's almost like he is wanting to have a way out of the relationship. Okay. Now let's see them in the other spread for now. I feel like I needed to see emotionally her. Yeah. Again, we keep seeing something within her. Her emotions feel scattered. With her emotions feels to me that she's almost at the verge of saying, I'm done with this. It's almost like she needs a push. But in order to get that push, she needs some type of security in order to move forward in her push of wanting to either be free and or wanting to give it all to this relationship. She feels like she wants to hold on to it at the dear life because she wants to succeed in this relationship. Sometimes, when you want something in that manner, you do all your best and you try everything that you can, which you should. But when you're the only one giving the effort, then there is no way to return from that. At the end of the day, we're looking at some type of separation in the near future for these two people. Can it be that they will separate and not divorce? Maybe in the beginning. Can it be that there will be a deception or deceiving from one or the other? Absolutely, it feels to me that it is. We'll see if it's current or if it's coming, but I feel that more than anything, they rushed into getting married. They rushed into the relationship, and it happens a lot of the times when people are immature or young age, or they feel that life is it's just at a glance of what oh, we can do this, we can do it better, things like that. For whatever reasons, it's not none of their fault. It's just a path that they have to go on at this time. It is stressing you out, watching and looking at a distance what's going on in their relationship, and you wish that you can take control over this and just be decisive, be the one to decide for her. But this is something that you need to advise if it's being offered or asked, but keep yourself at a distance and not be the one to say this is what you need to do. What you can say is, look, child, I feel that because of my experiences and because of what I've observed, I feel that that maybe you need to ask someone that can advise you best on what to do with the life that you have right now. But what you need to do is go within yourself and see, do I want to keep doing this? Is it worth doing this? A lot of the times the relationships stay, but yet they fail emotionally, physically, and spiritually because they want to hold on because they have children. And yes, it's honorable to do that, but it's not the proper way to continue a relationship because the children see that. uh, they feel the distance that two parents have. They feel, and they see sometimes the verbal abuse that they have within each other, and so it would escalate to her or to the child's energy, observing just all of that. So at the end of the day, you're basically doing the opposite when you're staying with someone out of love and just because of you have a child. I understand that it happens quite a lot. I keep saying that, but maybe there's a pattern of this, you know. So let's see, what else can I see? Lord Jesus Christ, thank you. When it comes to peace, is not very entwined with her energy at this time. Sleepless nights, hardly sleeping, wondering, checking either media, checking either phone, something to that aspect. So she lives on a daily basis of waiting to see something to come up and explode the relationship. Okay, this is almost like the type that he can yell at me, he can cuss me out, he can abuse me, he doesn't have to work and things like that, but as long as he cheats on me, that will be the cutoff line. So that is almost like a personality of willing to accept, someone that is obsessive, someone that runs your life, and someone that does not really know much of what they want out of life, and they're not deserving of themselves. They're not loving each other in the manner that they should. Okay. So definitely she will need some type of guidance. Okay. I feel like I'm concentrating more on her energy because that's for me, that's more important according to how I sense her. Okay. Again, we keep seeing that she's afraid to separate from this relationship. She's afraid to be betrayed. She's afraid that that this is going to end, and she's holding on to the dear life in this relationship. What she doesn't know is that no matter how much fear she does, no matter what she does, whether it's good or bad, if he's going to do it, he's going to do it either way. And if they're going to separate, they're going to separate either way eventually, on good terms or bad terms. But eventually, if that's the case, if it's destined, then it will be, which I feel it is destined though in the future. Could it be sooner than later? Yes. Could it be helped? There's an effort to be helped. Can Can ritual save this relationship? To an extent. Can he be domain? Yes, he can be domain, but we have to see if he has this type of love that I'm searching for in order to domain the energy. Can I force it? Yes. Can I change it to a lighter effect? Yes. As you know me, there's always a way to do certain things, certain rituals. But to the extent of completely changes energy, I will not be able to. Can it be done? Yes, but I will not be able to, for the reason that she has other paths that are more domain and better suited for her, as well as for him. um, the only thing that can be done, but we'll see here, is just align them better and make this a little bit more peaceful, or simply align them and have them go separate ways. The fact that they're just barely getting to know each other, even though they've been together for years, and that they are parenting, it feels to me that I would probably have to wait maybe a month or two in order to change anything, because the eclipses are changing something within themselves. And unless it's in an urgency situations, then things can be done or taken over. Okay. There's a lot to do that can be done to for this energy, or especially for this person or individually. Um, just a thought in there. I just feel that is is something that is eventually going to be, uh, either way. I'm sensing separation. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, and she is going to blame the world, and she might even blame herself for this. It's everything in their life that is causing them to go through this path. You know, and not taking the advices as they should. And again, they're young, they're learning, they're learning to go in their own pace. And there's nothing wrong with that. Failing in a relationship at that age is just a path that you're getting over that before, in the later years. And you're learning from those experiences. If she learns, of course, right? If she learns. Okay, angels of the universe of the heavens, let us. Everything in their life is bothersome. Their material gains, their space, their privacy, their love, their relationship, their mother, their parenting, everything. Okay. She feels tired, exhausted. She feels overwhelming with everything. And yes, she needs to be very cautious if she's not in any birth situation, because we do see pregnancy in the future. Okay, so it's a no. It's shown here. She right now thinks that he's cheating. Surprisingly enough, she might be right. I'll see his in his personal energy, but I definitely feels that it's not something she's imagining. She feels the intensity, that there's a probability that he is talking to someone. uh, you know it could be that he met her at her job, or in any kind of situation. If he is working at this time, he likes the job because he's away from his routine, he's away from his lifestyle, and he's actually being flirtatious with two persons at this time. Okay, I don't see it necessarily that he is intimate, but as for now, what I'm seeing is that he's being flirtatious with two young women, other women. Okay, and she feels that tension. She feels that just any minute now she's gonna catch something, in his phone or media, whatever it is. Okay, and she's not mistaken, though. I feel that she's not, and I feel that that will be the only cause. I don't think that anything else that he does or feels is the cause of this relationship. I just feel that more than anything, she's willing to take anything except betrayal. Okay. Um, and he's tired. He's just tired. He doesn't want to live the way they live. He doesn't want to live where they live. He's constantly at her for those reasons. It's almost like he's blaming her for their situation. There is no excuse, because those are two people that should find a way to work on the situation. he chose to marry this young lady, and he's the one that should take over and be a father, be a husband, and be the man of the house to control and provide for the family. And even though she's trying, the child is at an age that needs care, so I can understand if she would just stay home, you know what I mean? But maybe she can stay home and do classes online or something like that. I do definitely feel that you need to, push on her to love herself more, to dedicate herself more time with her, and that if she is working for now, that she needs to, if she can do full time, fine. But if she can do part time and school, it's perfectly fine. She needs to go out and find her dream and find whatever it is that she's needing for herself. Okay. I definitely feel that this is the push. She compares everything about her life to other people. I'm going through everything that you've been through. I'm going through everything that so and so went through. I'm going through everything that everybody else does to everybody else. And so she's asking, why me? Why me? And so to her, it's like a normal routine that it's almost like, okay, there's no big thing. I've been through this. I've seen this. I've heard this. And so I've lived this. So it's the same routine. And she's hesitant. She's very hesitant and afraid to let go of that routine. It suppresses her feeling, it suppresses her emotion, it suppresses her spiritually and physically. And so she's feeling at this time very locked in, and she needs some type of way out, some type of to breathe. Okay. I I I have to say that it's almost like having someone that is at a verge to have a breakdown. Okay. At a verge to say, I've been holding it and I can't take it anymore. Fuck this, fuck that, fuck the world. I feel literally, I hear her say, fuck the world. Okay. Um, and I apologize for whoever's watching. It is what it is. When I am doing the readings, I'm either at my energy is adjusting to the energy of the persons or people that I am reading. Okay. And of course, my client knows that. So, anyhow, moving forward, um, it is a lot of stress for her in any way that you look at it. Now, I want to see here. So, yes, in the future, we do see pregnancy. Um, this is almost like, if it were to happen earlier than later, it's almost like here we go again on the same routine and then them trying to work it out. I feel that at this time, it would not be the best thing for her, being on the circumstances mentally, emotionally that she's in. Besides the physical, that's just a different scenario. But emotionally, physically, and spiritually, for her, it will not be the best thing. Okay, or for the unborn child when it comes. Um, see here. You know, I feel that there is someone else for her in the future. I know that, we have this thing going on, but I also have to see if there's hope for her in the future. Yes, there is for someone else to actually uh, be more compatible with her energy. Okay. Um, I feel that for now, this young man is not being honest enough with her. There's almost like a deception energy, is what I'm sensing here. So it could be with his emotions, but I'm going to look at it more clearly in the next spread. It could be with the emotions that he is being uh, kind of like preserving himself, away from. Um, it's almost like it. I feel annoyed when I'm sensing his energy. I feel like I'm annoyed, like I'm tired, like I don't want to be dealing with this shit. Like I don't want to hear it. I feel like he gets annoyed even when the child cries. I'm sensing that energy. And so that is someone that is just waiting to escape. Okay. An escape for now could be the work environment. I'm not sure if he's already starting to say that he has to work late. Um, so let me know when he starts saying that, okay? All right, let's see. Let me see his energy now, Mark. It is absolutely beautiful outside. I love the weather. It's windy, it's chilled, and perfect. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ. I will say within these 2 weeks, because we just passed yesterday the eclipse on Libra, and then we have October 28th Taurus eclipse. Within these 2 weeks, there should be a heads up in their energy shift, okay? Because they're already like explosion coming. That's how I'm sensing it. Let me know. Keep me posted. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Um, I definitely feel that he is talking to someone else. Okay, already he is. I said two. There are two, but there's one that he likes quite a bit actually. I feel that it's just talk. Any minute now, when he starts saying that he has to work late or whatever is the cause, we definitely see him being intimate with somebody else. Okay, we do. I don't feel, her job. It's something that she could get used to or learn to adjust herself or um, rediscover herself, because she's been so in such depressed energy that I think that this is just a tip to start for her. But I don't see her lasting in her job. I feel like she's probably even going to quit the job because uh excuses, excuses. Okay. And also there's a gentleman in there, that's attractive, but her space is elsewhere right now. But when it comes to him, definitely he is going to almost like flip the tables on her. Whatever it is he's doing, he's going to start accusing her. And also I definitely feel that yes, he is, whoever he's talking to right now will be the person that he's going to sleep with and probably even fall in love with that woman. There's another person that comes along in the picture, but I don't see anything of it because this other woman is more materialistic. Um, and according to his energy toward the Gemini, I feel that yes, he loves her, but he's not in love with her in the way that it was in the beginning. It has dissipated drastically. And we do see him lying and cheating. We do see him telling her when she discovers anything, no, you're crazy, you're wrong. We're only friends. I'm not allowed to have female friends, things like that. And so we do see him doing things like that in the near future. Is what we see here. He does not like to live in where he lives. He cannot stand the people that he is living with. As there's a male figure in that home or in and out that he does not really like. I feel that it's too close for comfort. When he's letting me know this, I feel that he feels that there's no one that takes his side or to defend him, and I feel that um, he feels like he's trapped. Again, I keep sensing that. I keep hearing that. I'm trapped in this. I didn't expect this. And so whoever it is on the family side of his that he talks to is telling him, just get away. You don't have to. You're not obligated to. If you're not happy, go. If you need to get away, go. If you don't want to be married, go. There's someone in his side of the family that is giving him these advices. Actually, even if they haven't already offered them to come and live there, but alone, not with her and not with the child, or just take the child and leave her. They're giving him some type of advices. They're not suited. They're not best for him. But it's how he presents the lifestyle that he has with her. So he must be saying something negative in the way that he sees it or senses it, feels it, that they are telling him these type of advices. But on the long haul, I feel that they really do not like her, and whether he says it good or bad, it's just them saying, get it over with. That's what they're saying. So they're pushing the buttons, and eventually it might even be that that he'll take that advice, or uh, the Gemini young lady, would finally say, "I've had enough. I've taken this, I've taken that, but I caught this and I caught that, and I feel that definitely this is what we're looking at in the relationship. Maybe she should get on a birth control pill or something for the meantime, if you're able to advise that. um, because of everything that she's going through. It just wouldn't be the best. But if it happens, it happens, right? We'll deal with that when it comes in. um, what else do I want to see in this thing that I wanted to see? Yeah, I don't see them divorcing like right off the back, honestly. I just feel like there will be a breakup between them, and then be a distance between them, but not a separation of legal separation of anything like that. Until, and then they will try to come back again and then try to work it out, and then there will be a definite breakup, probably because somebody else is going to end up pregnant. That's what I'm sensing. I hate to say it, but that's what I see here. Oh boy. I don't I want to say that for me, again, it's more important the Gemini energy, and for me is her stability energetically. Okay, that it's not holding out in the way that it should. Is there something else going on in the home environment that I'm sensing? And not just in the personal things, but I feel that there's something else going on there. What else is going on in that house that she's trying to say to me? Her dream is just like any other young lady on a relationship beginning. You want that home, you want that peace, you want that joy. um, you thought that it was going to be great, that the love is going to survive, be the survival for the relationship. Having that child will bring them closer. um, and you never thought that it could go in the way that it's going now. She's not alone. She knows that, but she feels herself alone. She has some friends that she communicates this thing with. Well, there's someone that she communicates her problems with. Was there somebody else that she could have chose? Because someone is telling her maybe you should have given a chance to so and so. Okay, well, again, it's giving me the same notion. We have a breakup coming in, a separation coming in. Maybe he's going to leave for a while, stay with his friends and or family. And within that time, he's going to be seeing other people. We see two women, but one in particularly that he is going to be right off the bat very fond of. Okay. Um, and then we see him return later on, wanting to be together again, live together again. Definitely, he does not want to live in where they live. Okay. Neither she doesn't either, but it's almost like there's not enough sources for them to go back and be together one-on-one by themselves. Okay, or maybe they're going to try to convince him to say, why don't you bring them here to live here elsewhere, no matter what, elsewhere. Okay, if that was ever the choice where they can go and live with his family, I feel that it will be a bad turn, a bad shift for her. mm. I just feel that they're not ready. You know what I mean? They're not ready for this type of relationship, for this type of commitment, this type of responsibility. Um, they're not ready, and I think that in all causes they need to go to someone that can help them and guide them and how to take over their life again. And individually and together. There has to be you and you divided differently. You do this for yourself being, and you do this, and then we do this together for the sake of the family. You know what I mean? uh, Therapy, counseling, whatever it may be. um, it's a must because they're young and they could survive this on a long, long stretch. But I don't feel that the cheating will not go away. It will happen. Okay. and she will find out. And it will be a chaos, and there will be a breakup, and she will be more depressed, and she's gonna feel like her world is over and done with, and she's gonna drown in her sorrow. She might not even want to be, or she's already in that mood where she doesn't feel like wanting to get up from bed, where she feels like life is over, where she feels like, what's the use, you know? Uh, yes, she loves her child, absolutely, but she's not seeing the shine of it. She is not giving that child that love that she needs from her mother in the way that the child deserves it, even though that it is not through her fault. Okay, it's not through her fault. This is something that she wished and wanted to be a mother. Okay, and she's holding on for her dear life, but sometimes she doesn't even have the desire to even nurture her child. Okay, so I wonder if she has a postpartum depression or PTSD. Not PTSD. I want to say that it's a postpartum depression more so than anything. For now, is what I'm sensing. Okay, maybe she has not noticed that, but this is what we're seeing. She went through something within her pregnancy. It has come back after the child. Now with everything that they're going through, it's it feels a little bit more stronger in her energy. Okay, I hate that she is actually going through this right now. I absolutely do. And I wonder if what space is she taking in that house? You know, something about the home environment. It's just giving me this chills, you know. Let me see her again. Angels of the universe and the heavens. Let me see her again. Do we see? She needs to get away. You know, she needs to be herself again. She needs to go out, you know, with the girls at least one night, you know, just for once, without any worries of what life is at this time. And maybe she needs to just write down, you know, what she wants to change in her life and how to change it. You know, if she wants to keep this man, how do I keep him? Because she loves him, right? um how do I keep him? You know, we can help her without her knowing. But she, it's, do I want to, you know, can we change him? Can we prevent him from doing the cheating? No, because I feel that it's already in the energies, so we cannot prevent him, but we can prevent him from enjoying it. Absolutely. And we can definitely bend, you know what I mean. And yeah, there's a lot of things that can be done. We can teach him a lesson for sure. Thanks to the universe and to the heavens. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, she is absolutely loving this person, you know. And even though the intimacy is kind of like, you know, I think it's just, he's just going, the responsibility, he doesn't see it the way she sees it. Okay, everything falls on her shoulder. Eventually she might even forgive him for that, for the cheating, because he will come up with an excuse of why. Okay, the thing is that he's going to lie, and I feel that he's going to fall for that other person, because that other person gives him freedom. That other person makes him forget the responsibility as a father and a husband, you know. And so I feel that that's going to keep him going. Okay, angels of the universe and the heavens, is there anything else that I need to know when it comes to this, Lord Jesus Christ? I think that she's constantly checking his media. Mm. She closes her energy for me. I try to go in from one end to the other, and she's closing her energy to me. Yeah. she feels, she's almost saying like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know who she's saying that to, but she's been saying that to someone. Could be the man, could be you, could be anybody else. But it's almost like I'm saying something to you because I need you to hear me out, but you're telling me the opposite, or you're telling me something, so you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what it's like to be in my shoes, is what I hear her say. Okay? And I feel that it's not for me because I'm feeling her energy dip in, so I'm already in there. But it's whoever it is that she's saying this to. Okay? Almost like a female. Yeah. And so it's almost like, you want me to give up? I can't. I don't want to be you, or I don't want to be like so and so. I don't want to just give up. I want to give it a try. I want to save this. I don't want to keep going in the same fall in the same routine. But what she doesn't understand is that keep going is in the same routine that other people that she knows of been going through. That they stay, they hold it. You know, you slap them in one cheek, they give you the other cheek. You know what I mean? And so it in order for her to break some cycle, if that's the case, she needs to stand up and she needs to say enough is enough, you know. And she doesn't know how to do that. Her courage is not where it needs to be. Her faith is not where it needs to be. The trust within herself that she can do just fine with herself if she wishes to. She can go to college, she can graduate, she can have a career, she can have a beautiful life, she can have her own homes if she wishes to without a man. You know, her life has so much expectation for me when I see this, but she's just dwelling into her emotions, dwelling into her depression, which we see her here. A lot of the times when we do rituals, and I'm going to say this, there's a lot that we can do, but if the person is not given their own self effort, then they're just dragging themselves in this life. Then, you know, no matter how much we're trying to save them, there's just so much that we can do and not do for them because they're not making the effort. Now, she's drowning right now because of the situation that she's in, and she's not finding a way out. Okay, she keeps picking excuses. I will do this if, I will do this if. But when that if comes along and it happens, she's still holding on to it. So what she needs is a push. Okay, how can you push her? Advising her, not telling her what to do. Pick your battles, pick the tone, the date, the time, whatever it is that you have this conversation, especially when she comes to you. Let's say, for example, you know, or you see her upset, whatever it is, you'll find the window, and I know that you will. And so therefore you come in and you say, well, my child, you know, talk to me. I'm here to listen at the very least. If she were to say, what do you think I should do? That's your way in, and give the advice. Say, well, I advise, you know, and say it, because that means that she has option. Advice is options. It's not do it, you know, because a lot of the times children say they think that you're trying to boss or run their life. Okay. Which also comes to another term that I heard from this man, that he thinks that you are trying to run their lives. Okay. She's not 100% happy either where they live. She's not happy in the situation that they're in. No one in the home environment are happy how they live. So if no one is happy in the way that they're living, then someone needs to have that conversation and say, what are we going to do? How are we going to fix it? Okay. What do we need to do? If you cannot move right now, then what you need to do is rearrange the house, scatter the house, cleanse the house physically and spiritually, so we can rotate the energy for now, from head to toe, from floor to floor, from room to room. You understand? So you can scatter this energy away and shift it. In the meantime, if you cannot move, I definitely feel that, yes, there is a move this year coming, whether they move or you move, but someone in the home environment is moving and is leaving. Okay. Could it be this man leaving her? We have a yes in there. Could it be they both leaving? There's a big potential, but there's someone leaving for sure from that environment in this year coming. Okay. But for now, I definitely recommend you going about doing the cleansing in every room, spiritually and physically, from head to toe, and I'm in the house, you know, from one end to the other end, from the back of the room all the way to the front, you know, clean, okay, physically, and then do the spiritual thing, the spiritual cleansing. So we can generate this energy, rotate it a bit different. And we definitely see that there's negative energy still in the home environment, and that is it because she's under her depression, it's attacking her a lot more. Okay. It's finding the weakness to come through. So it's a must that you have to do that. Okay. It's a must. There's no way out for now. For now. Okay. Oh Lord. I'm feeling old. And I say this because with love, because I feel that this is her energy. I'm just feeling like I'm dragging, like like I'm dragging my shoes. I wonder if she's walking around in her PJs and just her slippers, fur, like feather kind of looking, and I'm not even picking up my feet. I'm just is what I'm sensing. Okay. Like, here we go again. Like, I don't know. Okay. She's worried and scared that if he's out, no longer in the home environment as they were, um, that he's going to be doing something. And she's right. Okay. One last spread, angels of the universe and of the heavens. There. Yeah, I see him with somebody else. Okay, I had to ask the other last one. He's going to be juggling. He's going to try to find freedom within himself while she's stuck and depressed. And we do see him with somebody else for this other person, for the Aries. Yeah. Yeah. And he's also going to meet someone in his work environment, which would definitely see him having intimacy with. It shows as a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, someone arising. But I definitely feel that there's also an X in the picture. It doesn't matter, but it shows as a Scorpio, Cancer, or Moon. Someone arising, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Okay. There is another woman who's an Earth sign, but I feel that this is someone that it's almost like a quickie one, like a one night stand kind of situation. And then we also see, I feel that it is his mother, the one that keeps talking to him about what to do within this relationship. And it's almost like saying, she had problems, she's just not, she was just not good for you, but now and now I told you so, and now fix it. You can leave this person. Okay. So there's a notion of that someone within his family that is giving them that advice, giving him that advice. Also, I feel that you know the Gemini here, it's trying to tell you some of her personal problems, but I feel that she's not being honest 100% with everything. Um, and I feel that first, because she doesn't want to look like someone that fell, okay, that fell in the relationship, fell, or whatever it is that she feels that she's failing in. It could also be that the motherhood is, she's not being honest about being a motherhood. Like, how does it make her feel in the true self? Okay, the stress that she's feeling overwhelming. Okay, so I definitely mm, yeah. Mm. Sometimes you could love someone, but sometimes their energy just doesn't do you good. On the contrary, it sucks your energy, it drains your energy. And they thrive, they end up successful in what they're doing, and you are draining your life away because, and you ask yourself, but why am I feeling this, why am I doing this? And that is because somebody else is draining, they're vampiring your energy, and they are just thriving and you're not moving forward. And I feel that in this situation is very much so in that sense, especially in the physical sense, that he is sucking it out of her. Um, by fighting, contradictive, and so far. And so it makes sense in all the way around in the way that she's feeling. Sometimes she feels that she's feeling the way that she cannot explain it, and this is the reason why. Because we're reading her through you, but if she were to know that we're actually doing this for her, maybe she will be more open to understand why is it that I'm going through this, why is it that I'm feeling this way. Because you're stuck spiritually, you're stuck. Spiritually you're stuck, physically you're stuck, and you're afraid to move forward. You're afraid to take that step. You're afraid to say, if I tell him something, he'll leave me. If I do this, he'll leave me. Even though sometimes she picks up her strength and argues back, but she still holds back herself. She's holding back. She's very timid to hold back and say truly what she's going through or feeling. And I feel like, I'm going through this over and over. And I feel like I can't take it anymore. And then she falls back again in the next second and said, okay, I'm okay, everything's fine. It's just passing through, it's just argument, nothing like that. um, so it's almost like it's a huge cut that needs stitches, but yet you're trying to put it into a bandage. You know what I mean? Her heart is hurting. Okay. Angels of the universe and of the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ, I want her to go back to school. I want her to get a part-time, and I want her to go to the government and ask for help, for daycare, for food stamps, for government help, for housing. I want her to go do all those things. And they will pay for the school. They will pay for the daycare. I want her to take acknowledge and come again with herself. Realign herself, that she can be all that she can be. Just because she's young and with a child does not mean that she cannot succeed. She just needs to say, you know what, this is my time. If you want to be with me, ride with me, then you're going to do what I say. Then you need to take over and do what I say. She needs to rule the relationship, not him rule her, because it's not helping. For the last whatever 2-3 years, they've been doing that his way, his way, his way. Well, now it needs to be her way, with your advice, with your helping her, in advising her in any way that you can. And without her knowing, you can also help her in the spiritual realm to get where she needs to get. I will say that eventually you will, because when the breakup comes in, she's going to need you. Okay? She's going to need you in all aspects. And you're there. You're going to hold her back. You're going to hold her hand along with your grandchild. I will say also that even though there's more pain coming into their lives, is something that she needs to learn from this. If she learns from this experience, then she's going to be a better woman. She's going to do better, in her relationship as a mother and as her own person later on in the future. When it comes her turn, when she's your age, she'll be different. Okay? She's not going to suffer as the way that you suffer, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? She'll be more mature, and she will understand what pain is. And she will learn to accept what gives her the right to accept, because she deserves it. She deserves to be successful. Maybe she will meet someone else that has some karmic soul connection with her. Even, sometimes we hold on to something for the dear life, but as soon as you let go, you feel this fresh up new air. But not only that, right off the corner, you meet someone that is connected to you soully and spiritually. As always, we have those kind of soul connections, as you know. And I feel that this is what's going to happen to her. But before that happens, she needs to get self-control. She needs to get emotional, physical, and spiritual help. And she needs to go back to school, I feel. Okay? She needs to take control and start something new within herself. If she were to do that, I definitely see success in school for her. Whatever it is that she's hoping to or wanting to, or that she lacked off, she needs to get back in that horse again. Okay? Yes, I definitely feel that in the past, there's been mental drama in her life, where there's been depression, where there's been thoughts of suicidal, where there's, whether it happened literally in her cycle of life, in her relationships, in her family, or someone that she knows, but it also entered into her energy as well. We definitely see that. Not wanting to get up, not wanting to start over, and feeling less than, and going back into the same routine as other people that she knows or lives or in her environment. Okay? She's asking herself, why does this keep happening? Okay? Oh boy. Yeah, sudden disappointment, loss of love, loss of emotion, loss of intimacy, betrayals and deceptions and disappointments, meetings, gatherings so far. And then feeling like I don't want to live. I just want to escape. I just want to be done and over with life. We definitely see this. This is something that she's been going through off and on, is what I'm sensing here. I feel that this is recent energy for me. That's what I'm sensing. She's tired and she just wants to end it. She just doesn't want to. It's almost like having someone just pick up and go and live life. You know, like you forget, you lose your senses, and you just get up from your bed and then you just walk away like nothing. You just walk and you leave the house and you walk and walk without any routine. That's almost like a catatonic stage for me, is what I'm sensing in her energy. And that doesn't mean that you lost love for everything, your child or anything, but it's almost like I've been in through this situation that I don't know how to get out of it. Now I'm in more deep, you know. It's what I'm sensing. I wonder if she's dreaming something like this, because I don't feel that she would definitely do that. No, I feel that it's almost like an energy of being domain in her sleep, being controlled in her sleep. Okay, definitely, yeah. I feel that she had this dream. Mm-hmm. Her heart is broken and depressed. It's at its last wings. And definitely we see some negative energy entity in her life as well. Okay, those is like my spirit, my soul, mine. No, I want it, I take it. So I definitely feel that this is something that has been going in at night. Like, you know, it could even be when she sleeps during the day. She feels someone tagging her, someone withdrawing her, someone pushing her and taking her, um suspending her, you know what I mean? And yeah. Okay. Well, definitely you have to do the house thing. Remember that I said that, okay? Um, do we see success? I feel like yes, we do see success, but it has a lot. She needs to come to her, come to you, and say, I need help. Okay? She needs to say, I need help. Whatever kind of help, even if it's just to lift the baby, even if it's just to move a bed or something. I need her to say, I need help. Or when you're having a conversation with her and say, baby, do you need any help moving the laundry, getting the groceries? And if she says yes, okay, baby, tell me, I need help. Tell me, I want to hear you. You know, make it a joke, make it a laugh, whatever it is. I need her to say that. Okay. Says it's okay to ask for help. Okay, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay. Yeah. Her ancestors are looking after her. Okay. We know that she's going through this spiritual situation as well as the physical, but one of her ancestors is very close to her. I feel that it's almost like a grandmother figure type for me. She went something similar in her life, with her relationship, could be, and also spiritually, but either way it's telling me that she's coming in. She says that about 2 weeks ago or 2 days ago, there was some type of dream, um, that probably she had some. If it's not you, it was her, but there will be a notion of knowing that there was a dream about a relative that is passed on. Okay, if it has not happened, it will be coming in at the same time. Within one dream, there's another dream coming in that is a negative dream. And it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like a confusing kind of dream for me when I see this. Okay, like, why am I dreaming this? You know, what is it trying to say to me? And I feel that she's saying that, or who, or if it's not you. Okay, one of you is having this dream. Could it be both of you? Probably. Like entwined with the energy. You know what I mean? Like one person is in one room and the other one is in another room, and it's the same dream almost. Okay, but there's a grandmother figure, a female figure that it's coming in here that is passed on, and it's saying that they have been trying to come and be at aid for the energy. They have intervened in a lot of things, not just in hers, but in yours as well, they say. Okay. As well as, they know what's going on in her life, the sorrows and the stress and all these things that she's going through, and they know that she's overwhelmed and that she's tired. She feels that life has not been fair for her. And so I feel that this is a female who's passed on that definitely has a similar pattern with her. Okay. And that is the reason why she steps in, because she does not want this Gemini to go through the same thing, the same pattern that they went through in the living. Okay. They want to help and they want to take advantage of the situation that is going on at this time. um, there's a lot of chaos within the situation. It's almost like whenever she wants to start something new, something happens, something bad that holds them back together. Okay. And then just pushes them away. Again, for me, that's like being lost at an energy, and also being entwined with negative energy. Okay. There's a lot of conflicts within the situation. I definitely feel that there will be an argument in the family, a chaos in the family that will probably, again, we talked about in the beginning, like a boiling, point. And so we feel that there's a conflict coming in, that there will be a boiling point within the situation. Someone is going to go out of hand and say something, and then probably cause someone to leave at that same time, at that same moment. So you are getting this reading today, you know what's coming in. I would say be the one in control. If you see something escalating, step back and try to control the situation. If it's them both going out of control and finding out whatever it is, you know, um, observe it and then just protect your loved ones, and then say, you know what, this is not the time or the place, and it's best that you just leave if that's the case, so it won't escalate to the point where it could be dangerous for someone in the home. Again, we are in the eclipse energies, so it tends to be aggressive and multiply, especially with October 28th, the eclipse there. uh you know uh it's a Scorpio season and so forth. I could go on and on, but anyways, it's telling me that it's quite dangerous to play fight now. Okay. It can escalate to the point where the relationship breaks up, things are being discovered, and without even knowing, you can pick up a knife. So not you, maybe somebody else, but we definitely see it here. Okay. Or you never know, but forewarned. Okay. Something coming back around within this situation. So there is no faith, there is no way to hoping to preserve it or save it, I feel, in the relationship for now. That's what it's saying. Okay. Yeah. They feel that they're stuck without a way out. They feel that they cannot continue being successful in this relationship. Okay. So, and I feel they, it's not just her, it's him too. Okay. They both feel like they're just holding on, just to hold on, because they feel that, selling is not in their terms. And I don't even know what I want to say here, but for the minute there, it just took me by surprise what I was going through. I got into his energy, and it's almost like, like, what do I do? You keep telling me that I need to do this, but you're not doing nothing. I'm sensing my energy as they are conflict with each other. They're fighting with each other. Even when they're laying down, they don't even want to be in the same mattress, even, for some reason. So yeah. Okay. Can I end on a good note, please? Can I end on a good note, please? Mm-mm. I asked specifically something, and so I definitely feel that for now, the light past the tunnel here, whatever the phrase is, it has a lot of work to do in order to be successful at that. In order to see the future ahead, you have to have some changes done, and probably even drastic, in order for it to be a light over the channel, the tunnel. There has to be a movement, emotional movement, physical movement, spiritually movement done, because if you're lost, how can you find yourself? First, you need to have acceptance of what's going on. And then you have to find how to fix it. What is it that I need to do in order to fix it, or fix myself, or uh, recuperate here what I want to save? If I want to save it, do I want to save it? Is it worth saving? Is it enough to keep going, and would it happen or not happen again? Unfortunately, with life, there are things that we can forgive and not forget, and that's what keeps the relationship at its tip. You end up arguing and whatnot. But the other thing that I want to say here is that um, that part of failing is also part of learning, and so because they're young, this is something that it would hold off for her later on, that from this experience she's going to be brighter ahead in her life, and she will have success in her life eventually once she starts making this shift energies. So I will say this, you know, as you see it, it just means, okay, I don't see the tunnel, I don't see the light, I don't see any success, I don't see any future, life is stuck for me. No, what means to me is that it's here, but once you shift yourself, you're going to have it because it showed. It's a potential that you have, and eventually it's coming, it's there for you because it's here. So it's saying that you have success, but you have to have this shift and this change in yourself. You have to go within yourself to see what I'm missing, what I'm needing, what I'm searching for, what's deserving of me. And first of all is self-love. Okay, and the gods in the heavens are still with you, your ancestors are still with you. You just have to have that faith within yourself. Okay, you have to move on for what's not deserving. You have to move on from the emotions that you're going through, the depression that you're going through, in order to be successful. Okay, and you have to have self-love. Would I find love again? Absolutely, you're going to find love again because you deserve love again, and we all do. So it's there for the taking eventually. Okay, once you let go, because you're stuck, once you let go of all these things that you have that are going through now, you'll see what it is that you've been missing. Okay, you've been stuck for so long that it's like there's no tomorrow kind of thing. Okay, so but you have to start by letting it go. If you have to grieve the loss that you have, or the relationship that you have, whatever it is that you have to let go of, then you're going to know that it's worth, because you're letting it go, but you're walking away with your self-respect, with your self-love, and so far. I love the way that we're ending today's reading for you. And no matter what, whether it's good or bad, you as my client know that it is for your best interest always. Okay, I hope that this is helpful to you. Take the advices that serve you, leave what does not. And we'll be chatting again, of course, and then we'll be touching bases on today's reading. um, it's it's it is sad and disappointed, but it's also something that gives you light at the end. It is something that she will learn from this, or supposed to learn from this, and make her a better person, a better mother, a better parent, whatever it is that she's searching for. It will lead her in the right path. I feel that eventually it will, but we have to start with a change today. She needs to start making some type of baby steps to begin. Okay. And you will do your part as well within the home environment to help her, guide her, and protect her. I know that you will always be there because that's who you are, in general. And you have to also let her know that no matter what happens, that you still have her, that you will still help her, to guide her and take her by the hand if she needs to get where she needs to get. That she's the one to change this pattern of behavior if that's what she's sensing. To break that pattern and to release herself, and tell her that no matter what, she has success at her bay. She has success in her hand, in her palm. But does she want to take it? Does she want to be successful? Yes? Okay, then let's move forward. Let's make the changes. It's going to hurt today. It's going to hurt tomorrow. And it's going to hurt for a few weeks even. But you have to pick the time and the place to say enough, enough pain, enough suffering, and I need to get moving. I need to get started because I have a child to give that example to. Just the way you're doing it now. You still working as hard as you can to provide for them, as hard as you can. You've been through so much and still so, but yet you are giving her the example of, I'm not holding back. I'm loving myself and I'm still doing and I'm still even helping you. So you can do the same and 10 times more. Tell her. You understand me? Love and light to you and to yours, okay? Thank you. For everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and you can email me at Margot, your tarot reader, or email me at Margot, your tarot reader, gmail.com. Thank you.